Meetings. Do you dread them, or do you look forward to them? For many people, meetings are a necessary evil, a time-consuming nuisance that gets in the way of real work. Yet despite their unpopularity, it's in these meetings where power is often made or broken. How you carry yourself at work often determines whether your ideas get heard, whether you advance in your career, and whether you maintain a positive reputation. When tension rises in a meeting, how do you handle it? Do you lash out? Do you stay silent? Or do you bide your time for an opportunity to strike? How you handle situations like these will make all the difference between success and failure. So today we're going to go over the following 3 things. 1. Why the Machiavellian always observes first before speaking. 2. How he controls the summary of the discussion to control the room. And 3. Why he never raises his voice. Before we begin, we would like to mention that this video is inspired by the teachings of the renowned psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung. In his book, Psychology of the Unconscious, Jung explores the concept of the shadow archetype, which refers to the dark or hidden aspects of human nature that lie beneath the surface of our conscious minds. The Machiavellian personality type is one example of a shadow archetype, as it represents the cunning, manipulative, and ruthless qualities that some individuals possess but choose to keep hidden from others. Jung believed that by understanding and integrating the shadow, we can become more complete and well-rounded individuals. Therefore, we encourage you to embrace all aspects of yourself, including those that may be considered negative or undesirable, as they all contribute to the richness and complexity of the human experience. Why the Machiavellian always observes first before speaking. Have you ever entered a room and immediately sensed a palpable tension hanging in the air? The Machiavellian does not need to waste time asking questions to figure out what's going on because he's already observing body language, facial expressions, and the tone of voices. As he silently takes in the situation, he's assessing the power dynamics at play, identifying potential allies or enemies, and calculating the best course of action to achieve his objectives. In a world where social cues are often overlooked, the Machiavellian stands out as someone who pays attention to detail. While others may miss subtle signs of unease or disagreement, he sees it all and uses it to his advantage. For instance, if he notices a heated debate escalating, he may choose to remain quiet until the tension subsides, knowing that speaking up could ignite the situation further. Instead, he lets the emotions run their course, carefully watching as the room temperature cools down and rationality returns to the conversation. He knows that when people are calm and collected, they're more likely to listen to reason and consider his perspective. Thus, the Machiavellian understands the importance of timing and patience in achieving his goals, aligning himself with the right people. It's not just about being observant. It's also about knowing who to approach and when. Let's say he's noticed a rift between 2 influential members of the group, each leading a coalition of supporters. Rather than taking sides or trying to mediate the conflict, he may choose to align himself with neither party. Instead, he'll patiently wait for an opportunity to present itself where he can offer a compromise, or suggest a solution that benefits both sides. This way, he can demonstrate his value and ingratiate himself with the key players without getting caught in the crossfire. Ultimately, the Machiavellian's ability to read the room and position himself strategically gives him a significant advantage in any social situation. His patience and willingness to bide his time allow him to navigate complex dynamics, build valuable alliances, and achieve his objectives without causing unnecessary conflict. Remember, in the game of power, knowledge is the ultimate weapon, and the Machiavellian wields it like a master strategist. How the Machiavellian controls the summary of the discussion to control the room. The Machiavellian is a master manipulator, and he knows that controlling the narrative is the key to controlling the room. That's why he always makes sure to wrap up discussions by summarizing the main points. With his razor-sharp intellect, he quickly analyzes the conversation and pulls out the essential points that will resonate with the audience. His summary is not just a regurgitation of what was said, but a strategic tool to guide the discussion in a direction that benefits him. When it comes to conflicts, the Machiavellian doesn't shy away from controversial topics. In fact, he thrives in them. He sees conflicts as opportunities to showcase his intelligence and persuasiveness. When faced with a heated argument, he remains calm and rational, presenting his viewpoint in a clear and concise manner. His ability to think on his feet and anticipate counterarguments impresses everyone in the room. But the Machiavellian's real skill lies in his ability to find common ground. He doesn't seek to win arguments for the sake of proving himself right. Instead, he focuses on finding areas of agreement and building consensus. This way, he avoids alienating anyone in the room and keeps the discussion productive. By focusing on shared goals and interests, he steers the conversation towards a resolution that everyone can accept. Controlling the summary of the discussion allows the Machiavellian to shape the perception of reality for those around him. He can emphasize certain points while downplaying others, creating a narrative that suits his purposes. For instance, during a meeting, he may steer the conversation towards a particular topic that aligns with his goals and then summarize the discussion in a way that highlights his expertise and insights. This not only reinforces his position within the group, but also shapes the way others perceive the meeting and its outcomes. By controlling the summary, the Machiavellian ensures that his voice is heard and his perspectives are considered, ultimately allowing him to exert influence and achieve his desired outcomes. Furthermore, the Machiavellian understands the importance of knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. He carefully observes the dynamics of the room, reading the reactions and body language of those around him. When he senses an opportunity to contribute, he speaks up confidently, delivering his thoughts with precision and impact. However, when it's not his turn to speak, or when the timing is not right, he remains silent, listening attentively and biding his time. This ability to read the room and exercise self-control allows him to make the most of his contributions and avoid unnecessary conflict. Why the Machiavellian never raises his voice? You've probably encountered situations where someone sloughed and angry demeanor intimidated you into agreeing with their opinion, even though you had your doubts. The Machiavellian recognizes this human tendency to yield to force and understands that raising his voice would only amplify the emotions at play, potentially leading to a loss of control. In contrast, he maintains a composed demeanor, speaking in a low and steady tone that demands attention without creating unnecessary commotion. By keeping his voice low, the Machiavellian exudes an air of confidence and authority without resorting to emotional outbursts. This measured approach allows him to maintain a sense of calm amidst the chaos, enabling him to direct the conversation towards a resolution that aligns with his objectives. The Machiavellian maintains a low profile. He refrains from drawing attention to himself, preferring to operate in the shadows rather than bask in the spotlight. This allows him to gather information and observe the dynamics of the situation without drawing unwanted attention. By staying in the background, he can assess the strengths and weaknesses of those around him, allowing him to make informed decisions and exploit opportunities to his advantage. Moreover, the Machiavellian understands the power of limited information. He carefully controls the amount of information he reveals about himself, keeping others guessing about his true intentions and capabilities. This creates a sense of mystery around him, making him more intriguing and influential. By withholding information strategically, he can manipulate perceptions and shape how others view him, ultimately serving his own interests. Furthermore, the Machiavellian prioritizes self-preservation. He avoids unnecessary confrontations and is willing to compromise when necessary to protect himself from harm. This self-preservation instinct allows him to navigate treacherous situations without losing his power and influence. By safeguarding himself, he ensures that he's in a position to act when the time is right, striking when his opponents are vulnerable. In conclusion, the Machiavellian personality type exhibits remarkable traits when tension arises in a meeting. Their ability to remain calm, collected, and strategic enables them to navigate challenging situations with finesse. Through careful observation, calculated decision-making, and a willingness to bide their time, Machiavellian individuals can successfully achieve their objectives while maintaining control and influence. Understanding these traits not only provides insight into the Machiavellian mindset, but also equips us with valuable tools for effective communication and conflict resolution in our own interactions. By recognizing the power of patience, strategic thinking, and self-awareness, we can enhance our ability to thrive in high-stakes environments and achieve our goals with greater success. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. We would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Stay tuned for more insightful psychology videos. Take care and see you next time.